Chapter 2. The Signal. The Founder's council chamber sat at the heart of the Ark, beneath a domed ceiling painted in white and gold, the colors of his house. Tall banners hung from the walls, their golden sigils of the Kingsberry line catching the light of the suspended globes above. Rows of seats formed a crescent around the long council table, where the elders and officers waited. Llewellyn entered last. His boots echoed across the polished floor as the room fell into silence. He wore white as always, formal robes trimmed in gold thread, the attire of the Founder. The others stood as he passed, not daring to sit until he had taken his place at the head. Dodd sat opposite him, perfectly composed, the trusted anchor whose voice greeted the Ark each dawn. Beside him, the Commandant adjusted his collar with a soldier's stiffness. 3 of the elder counselors murmured among themselves, their wrinkled hands folded on the table. At the far end, a chair remained empty, its occupant late or unwilling. One of the elders cleared his throat.
Founder, we have received a signal.
From where?
The surface.
Reflected light, a mirror, we think. Too deliberate to be chance.
Commandant Green slid the report across the table, his voice low but iron steady. Dodd's eyes flicked to the paper, then back to Llewellyn. His tone was calm, practiced, the same voice that announced quotas and festivals to every soul aboard.
I have translated the sequence. Morse code.
The room seemed to lean toward him.
SOS, Ruth.
A hush broke into murmurs.
Ruth? Who is Ruth?
An alias, perhaps, or a trap? Raiders drawing us down?
Why signal us openly? If they know the Ark watches the skies, they must know we cannot risk descent. The desperate will try anything.
They want to bait us. We've seen this before. It will not work.
The chamber filled with voices. Accusations, warnings, fears. Words like scavengers and raids flew across the table, clashing against older voices urging caution. The consensus began to form quickly, hardening like stone. We will not answer. Llewellyn sat in silence, watching. His hands were folded before him, but his jaw was tense. He listened until their arguments circled back on themselves, the same phrases repeated. Fear had already decided for them.
Enough.
The word cut through the noise, and silence fell. All eyes turned toward him. He let them wait a moment before he said,
We'll send a convoy. Bring them up.
A stunned pause gripped the chamber.
Founder, if we expose the Ark...
They signaled us. That alone proves courage, or desperation. Either way, they are alive, and they called for us by name.
He let his gaze sweep the chamber, his green eyes catching the glow of the lanterns.
If we turn from them, what then becomes of our claim? That the Ark is salvation? That Kingsberry means refuge?
No one answered. The silence stretched, broken only by the low thrum of the Ark's engines. One by one the elders lowered their eyes. The Commandant pressed his lips thin but gave no protest. Only Dodd's gaze held steady. His expression betrayed nothing. Calm, respectful, unreadable. As if the name Ruth meant much more. Llewellyn pushed back his chair and rose.
Prepare the convoy.
And with that, the council was dismissed. That was Chapter 2 of the Ark of Kingsberry. The pieces are moving now. What was introduced begins to take shape. Chapter 3 continues the story.